Welcome, race fans, back here this week with Nork at everybody's favorite track, Southern National, a 4/10 of a mile here on this track. So we got a lot of drivers out here, 22 of them at the last count. And I don't know, boy, this is going to be pretty unbelievable. Well, I got Joseph Lombard in the booth with me, also with a special guest from William Crosland. Welcome, Joseph.
Hey, Rudy, what's up?
Not much, man. This is going to be a good one, I think.
Oh, absolutely. 0.4 mile short track and 225 laps of just chaos. I mean, we saw a great race last week, but this week there's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of mayhem. Might see a lot of cautious tonight, and might have some short track tempers tonight as well. So, and this is going under the lights too, night racing. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how many drivers will survive after tonight.
Absolutely. William, what did you think about when you first seen this track? Because I know you just bought it today. What did you think about this short track racing like this?
Yeah, what I see in Southern National, Rudy, it's got some wide corners, and it doesn't look like the guys here at Newark know what wide means, because, you know, when these guys get out there, they'll take up that track. And there's been a lot of wrecks here in practice. And one thing to note about tonight is these guys don't have any incident points on the race tonight. So tempers are sure to flare even with no incident points at stake.
Right. All right, well, folks, tune in later tonight here for the USRA Truck Series, followed by the RFC Truck Series, both right here on MaxSpeedTV tonight. And coming up tomorrow night, the Salt Flat Racing Street Stock Series, which I'll be racing in. And I think we are at... gosh, I can't even remember. I think Chicagoland, but I can't remember now. But anyhow,
it's Charlotte.
Charlotte? Oh, that'll even be better. So, all right, but I'll be in that race tomorrow night, and that's broadcasted by Roger Muth. So, all right, well, guys, let's run down through the points here before we get too rambunctious here. Coming into tonight, Zoltan Hertzeg, and I haven't even seen Zoltan in there. Have you guys? No.
I've been looking for him, and I don't think he's in the room.
Ooh, no. Wow.
Points leader decides to sit out.
Yeah, well, he's got
blame him, to be honest with you.
He's got a 17-point advantage over second and third there. John Barry moving up to second. Sean Williams third. Both tied 17 points back. Tyler Ducharme in fourth, 26 points behind. Terrell Baker in fifth, 37 points back. Aaron Smith in sixth, 39 points back. Bobby Chaney in seventh, 42 points behind. Tom Mercier in eighth, 46 points behind. Nick Mucinex, we call him.
Mucinex.
Yeah, in ninth place there, 56 points back. And Daniel Falkingham rounding out the top 10, 61 points behind. Joseph?
We got Justin Lisby, who is actually the fastest in practice right now. He is sitting 11th in points, 65 back. Cody Miller is sitting 12th in points, 74 points back. King Jones sits 13th in points, 87 back. Benjamin Nelson is in the race tonight. He is 14th in points, 88 points back. And first off, I want to congratulate him on officially making to the NASCAR iRacing Peak Anniversary Series. Pretty cool deal right there.
Yep.
Scott Ramler sits 15th in points, and Jared Darling as well, 90 points back, those two, 15th and 16th. Then you got Tony Hilbrand sitting 17th in points, 92 back. Fabio Olat sits in the 18th spot, 99 back. Ariati, 101 points back in 19th. And Malad Radman, 108 points back, sitting in 20th.
Very good. Well, I know there's a lot of guys not in here tonight, which is kind of unbelievable. But let's take a look at the race analytics here coming into tonight so far. This will be going into nighttime here, so we'll be seeing the light snap on here in a few minutes. But 225 laps here. That is only 90 miles, not 190. How the heck did I get 190 in there? That's supposed to be 90. I'm sorry. My bad. But now, I did put a tire window 50 to 70 laps, but these guys, they threw a little clinker in here that they're not going to be allowed to pit unless it's for a meatball flag. And the reason being is if you pit, you're going to go a lap down. And it wouldn't take long if everybody starts pitting. The whole field's going to be a lap down, you know. But fuel window is actually not 80 to 100. Actually, John told me he did a kind of a tire run or fuel run on it, and he said it's going to be around 180 laps. So if cautions are going to play a major factor into this tonight, guys, and make it to where these guys can make it the whole way on fuel.
Well, not just tires will play a factor tonight. Cautions play a factor, but these drivers' talents and driving ability to get around this racetrack. There's going to be so much focus. I mean, it's such a wide, short track racetrack, but there's still, these drivers are going to be door to door, bumper to bumper a lot tonight, and a lot of mistakes can be made. So we will just see. It depends on how these guys get around this racetrack. Depends on how many cautions we have.
All right, we're going to step away real quick, and we'll play the national anthem, folks. We'll be right back. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremony.
The tire wear and how it didn't have a chance to.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute the mic there at the beginning of that, but well, we're back live here, and for some reason, I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. Kind of acting weird.
Well, right now we got Justin Lightspeed that's on top of the boy. He was the fastest in practice, and he gained his qualifying time about a 10th. So with a 13:77 right now, he holds the top of the charts. He might be a driver to watch out for. Jared Darling not too far behind him.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Jared made it in. That was pretty cool. James Coulibaly made it. Chuck Sweeting, Elijah Gracia. Good to see Elijah in there. So, but yeah, they're
I think the winner of tonight's race is going to depend on who can survive tonight. That's for sure. But the last 2 weeks, we have seen drivers that go on a long winless streak. They break that. I mean, we had Josh Robin broke that long winless streak at Pocono a couple weeks ago, and Will Klein last week. So, like I said, tonight's going to depend on who survives.
Tyrell Baker there in the 25 ppg truck made himself 6th on the board with 13.917. We're up to 6th there.
How about Tony Hillbrands? We haven't talked much about him throughout the season. Look at that, 3rd on the board with a 1388. Scott Ramler up there as well.
Oh, nice.
Well, I think Justin Lisenby's going to hold on to the pole, guys. Looks like it.
Yeah, right now with the 15 seconds left to go, it seems like that. I mean, unless somebody just surprised. Wow, Benjamin Nelson with a solid 25-second lap. Obviously, he had a mistake there, but great lap there. I guarantee he's going to make another lap, hopefully, if he's able to. How about Anthony Emery up to second on the board?
That's pretty awesome.
I haven't talked much about him all season long, too, and there he is up in second.
Yeah, I was watching Benjamin Nelson's qualifying run. It looked like he started a little late.
He's not going to better his time any either.
Nope, he'll sit there in 10th.
Yep.
It's like the rest of the guys are going to call a smart move here and not qualify at all and just try to make it through the carnage tonight, Joseph.
Oh, absolutely, but I think the carnage can happen anywhere on the racetrack, in any position. Could happen up front, could happen in the middle of the pack or in the back. Just depends if you're in the right place at the right time.
All right, folks, looks like that's going to wrap up qualifying. Once they get on the grid here, Joseph?
All right, the starting grid, the top 10 starting grid right here. Justin Lisaby will start on the pole tonight with Anthony Emery on his outside starting second. Jared Darling and Tony Hilbrands will be in row number 2. Scott Ramler and Aaron Smith will take up row number 3, 5th and 6th. 7th and 8th in row number 4, we have Terrell Baker and Andrew Cardinelli. And in row number 5, 9th and 10th, we got Chuck Sweeting and Cody Miller. William?
All right, row number 6 got Benjamin Nelson in the 79 machine. And in 12th, Will Klein. And row 7, we got Tom Mercier and Sean Williams in 14th. And the next row, John Barry in the 74 truck and Elijah Garcia running, looks like 16th.
Yeah.
Yeah, numbers a little messed up there. In 17th, we got Milad Radman, and 18th, Nicholas Corcel, and 19th, Nick Mucinex. And in the next position, Josh Robin. Caden Henry Oaks. I'm lost here on my numbers, guys.
You got James Coulibaly 22nd, Taylor Fry starting 23rd. So you're all right. We got her. Only 23 drivers. Oh.
That's okay. Probably is best if there's only 23 out there on the track tonight.
Yeah, Rudy, that's all we need.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy out here as it is. And the way some of these guys are running up in the front here, I kind of expect to see some guys go a lap down pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely. Well, they're just about seconds away until they start rolling off here. 225 laps at this 0.4-mile racetrack. It is going to be a mess.
The first stage is going to be lap 100, but they cannot pit.
Yeah, that's the magic thing about tonight. They're going to have to deal with the tire wear and not being able to pit at the same time. These short tracks love to chew on that rubber, and I'm looking forward to see how the groove is going to change on the track as they start to slowly try to, with those worn tires, hang on the outside.
Well, they will get the one-to-go signal here this time. By a short track like this, takes about a couple laps behind the pace car, so they'll get the one-to-go signal here. I'm ready to go. They're starting in the sunset, but it's going to get to darkness throughout the race. Justin Lisaby will start on the pole. It's going to be exciting tonight.
Lights are off on the pace car, so this should be time to go green flag racing here at Southern National.
Here we go. And
Justin Lisaby will lead them off. Green flag.
Look at that, already 3 wide going into 1. There's already contact going into turn 1. Tony Hilbert just got shot up the racetrack, and that will be the caution immediately.
Man, we had no time to race at all there, Joseph. Just instantly 3 wide.
And you know what? That was all on Scott Ramler. And I don't think Tony Hilbrand's expected that move this early on, even with Jared Darling there. I don't think I don't think Tony Hilbrand expected that at all. That's too bad for Tony Hilbrand. He had a great qualifying round, already in trouble.
Well, let's go back and take a look at it here and see what happened.
Yeah, I think Jared Darling there on the one truck was lucky not to get involved in that, as he was one of the first guys to get tapped by
Oh, yeah. Hilbrand's, actually, Jared got into Hilbrand's, and that's what spun him around.
Well, like I said, I don't think Tony Hilbrand expected Scott Ramlin to make it 3 wide. I don't think he knew that that Jared Darling had the truck underneath him. So Tony Hilbrand did come down, but don't think he expected that. And Aaron Smith got lucky out of that too.
Yes, he did. He just got a very slight tap there. But now that's going to put Tony clear in the back. He's going to be starting dead last. Now, the thing of it is, nobody can stop unless they got a meatball flag. That's the only way that they can stop.
Well, that didn't take long.
No,
Nope.
not at all. I was looking for more action than that, but I guess we're going to be waiting here a little while longer before we get back to green flag racing.
They should get the one to go single here. It doesn't take long to go on to run the caution here.
No, not at all. We were talking before the show
pace
here.
lights are still on. Yeah.
More like a mini Bristol out here.
Yep, just not quite as much banking as Bristol, but pretty close. I mean, it's you know, actually a smaller track than Bristol.
These trucks are bunching up now, so we should get the one to go signal here. We'll just pay attention, see if the pace lights will go out. I would think so. And
yes, indeed.
yeah, they do.
All right, Justin Lisenby's going to lead them off again here. Hopefully we can get a longer green flag stint.
At least let's try to get through turn 1 at least this time. Well, William, you can take him to the green flag here.
All right, sorry, cut you off there on the beginning green flag. Here they come, Justin Lisenby, Anthony Embry on his outside. Green flag racing back here at Southern National. Justin Lisenby's going to get that good push there onto the back straightaway.
Yeah, here comes the battle for the 4th spot with Terrell Baker underneath Jared Darling. How about a run for Terrell Baker so far? Trying to make a move for 4th.
Yeah, I got to give a special shout out to Mrs. Baker. Terrell said she was going to be watching tonight, so hello, Mrs. Baker. Hopefully you're enjoying the show here tonight. I hope he created you a YouTube account so you can talk to us. I kind of got on him there before the race.
Whoa, and he got sideways there
just
a little bit
did.
coming off the corner. Well, if we're going to speaking about moms, I want to give a shout out to my mom.
Yes.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
You know, my mom doesn't have a YouTube channel account, but I'm sure she might be watching right now, so.
Very cool.
Hi, Mom.
Well, what I saw at Jared Darling right there, he got stuck on that outside lane, and he lost a couple spots from being up there, so I'm not sure if the outside lane's going to be the preferred line right now. We'll see what it's like later on, but if you get stuck on that outside lane, looks like you're going to drop back until you find an opening on the bottom.
Well, you can bet.
Joseph, I think they'll be. I predict they'll be using that inside line here for the beginning of the race.
Yep. Once they get older tires, I think we'll see them pretty much go to the higher side, maybe.
Tell you what, Scott Ramley putting the pressure on Anthony Emery for that 2nd spot. He's just right all over his bumper. It seemed like Justin Lisenby, they catch Justin Lisenby going in the corner, but Justin Lisenby pulls away coming off the corner. But I tell you what,
he's got back to him.
These drivers are still nose to tail.
Yeah, that top 3 pack starting to pull away from Tyrell Baker in the 25.
How about Andrew Cardinelli back in the 5th spot? We don't really talk about him much at all. We don't normally see him up in the top 5, but he's having a good run so far, running in the 5th spot.
Yeah, he came from 8th, too.
I tell you what, this second pack, this 5-truck pack, has actually caught the top 3. And they're pulled away from the rest of the field as well.
Yeah, Terrell Baker's closed that gap up on them guys.
Yeah, Anthony Embry in the 44 is trying to make something work on the outside, but I don't think he'll do it without any help.
I tell you, everybody's gotten single file back through here. John Barry, 2nd in points. and is more likely apt to take over the point leads here, guys, this week, because Zoltan Herzeg did not show up.
It depends if he does stay out of trouble as well, because Sean Williams is actually tied with him for second in points. So if the points are running right now, Sean Williams will be ahead. Wow, look at Scott Ramler poked his nose underneath Anthony Emery for the second spot. I think Scott Ramler finally got tired of being behind him.
It looks like Tyrell Baker will take advantage of that opportunity. No, maybe not. He's getting back in line there as he gets out of the exit of turn 4.
And you know, it's still early on in the race, and you know, let's just figure out what the truck is going to feel for the long run. But if they get a run and there's an opening, they'll take it. But I would not be trying to push it too hard right now.
Definitely not. It's way too early to start pushing the issue right now. All right, Justin Lisenby and Scott Raymer are pulling away from Anthony Emery now. It looks like just a constant game of cat and mouse here up in the front pack.
Well, look at the distance back here. Ben Nelson. Wow, Nicholas Kressel is passing up Ben Nelson on the outside, though. Look at that. He did it on the outside.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say the top 8 has pulled away, and from Tom Mercier to Benjamin Nelson, the difference is 3 seconds. So this top 8 have really pulled away from that pack. So we got basically 2 packs of race trucks out there.
Yeah, Joseph, it doesn't look too long from now that Justin Lisenby will start lapping the field here. If they keep the pace they're going.
You know, I want to give a shout out to Scott Ramler. He's doing a very good job running that second spot right there with Lisenby. Oh, whoa, behind, look at this. Wow, Terrell Baker almost went around trying to get by Anthony Emery.
But he did it.
He did. He saved it up to third. But yeah, Scott Ramley, he's normally a road course driver. We only see him perform really well on road courses, but he's doing a really good job staying right there with Justin Lisenby.
Yeah, I can really appreciate a driver who is good in not just one discipline, but many.
Yeah, we've seen Scott Rambler run excellent road course racing, and man, I'll tell you, it's that one at Road America, it sticks out in my mind. He had the race won, and he had to make a late race pit stop because he was he made a mistake, and he didn't put quite enough fuel in the car. He had the race won, didn't he, Joseph?
Oh, absolutely, he did. But we'll see him in victory lane sometime again. I tell you what, I've noticed what Scott Ramley is doing. Actually, he's going to the outside. He's poking a little bit higher on the outside, and then as soon as he hits the center of the corner, he tries to arc the truck back down to the bottom, see if he can get that.
Oh, we got a caution.
Trouble behind.
Elijah Gracia and Tony Hilbrand.
Tony Hilbrand's again.
My, let's go see what happened here. And you know what? I'm impressed, man. This was only the second caution. Pretty
You're
good.
Some more there.
Just wait till the second half of the race. It'll pick up. But man, poor Tony Hilbrand was in a good qualifying spot, and now he's involved in 2 accidents already.
Yeah, really unfortunate for both him and the 14 of Elijah Garcia.
Yeah. Oh, he got it right into the back of Elijah.
Yeah, just some heavy racing out of 4 there.
Yeah. Well, that happens, you know. I mean,
yeah, not much you can do. Not much room here.
Nope. Throttle points and braking points totally different for most drivers out here, and that's what really kind of offsets it.
And you know, Rudy, on short tracks like this, you start getting into the rhythm because it's the braking points come so quickly, and you just get in that almost a cadence of just constantly brake, gas, and sometimes when you start getting near trucks again, you know, you forget those passing maneuvers.
That's right.
Well, that too, but like, you know, sometimes it's very hard to anticipate what the driver in front of you, or even sometimes behind you, what they're going to do. Where is their brake points? What rhythm do they have? You basically have to guess, basically at these short track races, when they're going to get back in the gas, when they're going to brake, because it is so hard to sometimes to judge on that, and that's what we probably saw there. Tony Hilbrand's probably wanting to get back in the gas sooner than Elijah Gracia, and didn't expect Elijah Gracia to not go.
Absolutely. Well, guys, Tyrell Baker, Mr. Yeehaw himself, has pulled himself up to 3rd here after that second caution.
Well, looks like they're going to get the one to go signal here. I'll take over the next restart here. Right now, we got Justin Lisaby and Scott Ramler on the front row. Terrell Baker third, Jared Darling fourth, Andrew Cardinelli fifth, Anthony Emery will restart sixth, Tom Mercier seventh, Chuck Sweeting eighth, Nicholas Caressel starts 16th up to 9th, doing a pretty good job, and Aaron Smith will round up the top 10. Here we go. The pace car is going to peel off here, and the green flag is back in the air.
Justin Lisaby getting another great start, coming out of 2 here. And Tyrell Baker's trying to look in the inside, but it won't work. Scott Ramier closing the door.
Still side by side, back for 6 with Andrew Cardinelli and
Chuck Sweeting.
Chuck Sweeting, yes.
And it looks like Chuck might come out on top of that. Seems like the outside line might be getting a little bit better. I don't know. It's kind of iffy right now. Well, the tires are wearing, and it's harder to hold that inside line. Oh, contact! Anthony Emery.
Caution number 3.
Oh, man, he goes around, but didn't. He just spun in front of him is all it was, so.
Yeah, good job. Well, it looked like it was just a case of, Anthony Emery got on the brakes sooner than Chuck Sweeting anticipated there.
Yeah, we'll go back here and check this out. I want to go to the chase view, and let's watch Anthony Emery here. Just a slight contact, and it doesn't take much when these guys are into the corners like this to make them go sideways.
Slight contact with Chuck Sweeting in the back of his truck.
Oh, right there, man. That was more than a slight contact. That was a pretty good hit. Wow.
Yeah,
whoa. That'd give you whiplash.
Good on Anthony Emery for getting out of the way there, and the drivers behind him not making any contact.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I think, I watched that replay back, and it just looked like Chuck Sweeting just did not stop at all.
He may not have been looking out that windshield.
I wanted to let you know we got one on pit road, Tom Mercier, and the rule is he is out of the race.
I don't know. That's too bad because he was running in the top 10. I don't know what happened to him.
No, I don't.
Not sure.
That's weird. But the rule for tonight says if you pit, you're done for the night.
Yeah,
so.
he's being told right now that he has to park, cannot pit.
Yep. Oh man, that's a heartbreaker, and he was running so good. Dang.
So why you gotta read the rules before you compete in these races?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It did. Wonder if John told everybody before the race. I'm sure he
did. I heard him.
Hey guys, there won't be pit stops at all, correct?
Right.
No.
Yeah, guys in the chat, they won't be able to pit at the end of the stage. It's all race long, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, if they pit, they are out of this race.
Yep. No pitting. They're hoping that with the cautions here that will save them enough fuel to make it the whole way, because John said that they could go about 180 some laps without stopping on fuel. So they're hoping with cautions they can make it.
About to go green here again.
Rambler didn't get quite as good a start that time, but
no, definitely not as good as his last 2 starts.
Wow, Andrew Cardinelli got a little bit tight off the corner. He had to get out of the gas just a little bit. How about Jared Darling? Wow, putting the crossover move there.
But he's going to go to the inside of Tyrell Baker. Nope, just won't get right on his quarter panel. He's going to try to make it work here on the inside.
He got him.
And he'll get that one to go.
Cardinelli. How about Chuck Sweeting coming up here? He's doing excellent. He's got himself in a good groove.
Got Ramier up in second. He's hungry for a lead as Justin Lisaby has been leading all these laps tonight. He's looking on the outside, inside, all over his bumper, not able to make anything work right now.
There he goes.
There he goes, looking to the inside.
As soon as I say it, there he goes. He's going to be side by side out of 4. Let's see if he can get here on turn 1. Got to make it stick.
Justin
Got
Lisaby
him.
let him go, yeah. Lisaby did back out there like, okay, you're a little faster than me, I'll let you go, but later on, I'm not going to be easy on you.
Yeah, definitely a strategy move by Justin Lisenby. We've seen how good he is in this league.
But look at that. It made Jerry Darling caught up to those two.
Probably not exactly what Justin had in mind there.
Well, guys, again, go back to Nicholas Carresso here. Started 16th, and he's already into the 7th position.
Yeah, doing a very good job. Moved up 9 spots. Doing a very good job. So might see him up in the. He's a little bit behind Chuck Sweeting right now, but he'll get up there. Hopefully, maybe soon. Might be in the top 5 if he keeps up that pace.
Yeah, I was watching him, Nicholas Carcel, before the last caution. He was the one that was leading that second pack behind the lead pack.
Carresso.
Yeah, Carresso. Yeah, and he's sorry about that. He's had good space between him and the rest of the guys.
And Aaron Smith, another one that's he kind of drifted back a ways there, was involved in that one wreck, if you remember. He got into the wall, and he's back into 8th place, doing good. How about Sean Williams? Man,
up to 9th right now.
He wants to get those stage points.
I want to point out something really quick. So Tom Mercier, the reason why he actually pulled through. And I don't know if the rule is if somehow you got disconnected, you're still allowed to rejoin because it's not a meatball flag. So, well, I don't know. We'll get a ruling on that because he was still riding around there on the racetrack. So
yeah, he towed back to his pit stall.
Okay, maybe he got the word. That's too bad, though. Well, I'll tell you what. Since Scott Ramler got out front, his truck seems like he's better out front and faster than just Liesby. He's up to half a second lead.
Yeah, he's definitely not up there by chance. He's able to hold his own here.
Lisenby led the first 48 laps, and Rambler got by him on lap 49, and here he goes.
That's the Rambler show now.
Yes, sir.
He's got a fast truck. I mean, he's pulling a 10th each lap. So once he got around Just Liesby, I think his truck is really good. Clean. I think since Scott Ramler's out front right now, I mean, still a long way to go, but I feel he's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, once he had nobody in front of him, he unleashed all the horses. Repping Kentucky Speedway there on his truck.
Your Darling starting to close in on Lisenby now.
Got the battle for the 5th spot, actually.
I see that.
We got Chuck Sweeting using that outside run. Yeah, that outside lane is starting to pick up. Starting to get some grip up there, and he does take the 5th spot away, so good pass for Chuck Sweeting. And here comes Nicholas Carresso. I'm telling you, Nicholas Carresso might be a guy to watch out for late in this race.
I'm keeping an eye on him, that 03. I think he's in just the right spot to where if we had another problem up front, he would be in the right position to get himself up there at the end.
Now, apparently there's somebody that wants to clarify what the meatball flag, what they mean by that. It's basically if their truck is way too damaged, like it's not going to be repairable, they have to pull it on the pit road and they have to stay there on pit road. They're out of the race.
I guess that means like them continuing to drive would be like slapping meatballs on the wall. Like it's just not going to work.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, Scott Ramler's catching the back part of the field. I mean, John Barry's about to go a lap down. Tony Hilbrand's.
Yeah, riding along with Scott Rambler, and that's not what John Barry wanted either, because with him tied with Sean Williams for second in points, he was really hoping to get inside that top 10 to pull out some bonus points for stage win, so the top 10 get points, the rest of the field does not get points for that, so he is back in 19th place and about to get lapped.
Aaron Smith and the guys behind him in that 70 Silverado falling behind Nicholas Carresso quite a bit now. It looks like he might be pulling up here. Just as I was about to say it. Andrew Cardindale got a little loose there going into 3. He will recover.
He's got a little right front damage on his truck too. I think he's been into the wall.
That.
Yeah. A little.
It's not going to affect the truck much on a short track like this. Nah.
Nah. Yeah, you see guys at Bristol just riding around with the whole hood gone.
Tell you what, John Barry is not going to go a lap down. He is doing everything he can to keep Scott Ramler behind him. And, you know, the more John Barry does that, Justin Leisby and Jared Darling might catch back up to Scott Ramler.
Telling you what, Terrell Baker is extremely loose on exit almost every single turn. And that's like Chuck Sweeting closed right up on him.
Yeah, it looked like he scraped the wall there, Rudy, in turn 3.
Wow.
Just a little bit. I saw some sparks flying.
Yeah, there's a little wiggle again. He's just trying to stay. He wants to try to hold on to 4th here for points.
He'll have to get around the lap car.
Oh, look at Scott Ramler. I think he's getting tired of John Barry holding him up. He just gave him the bumper just a tad bit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you need to get out of my way. Oh, they're door to door.
Yeah. Man, he's I got the lead, buddy. Get out of my way.
Don't mess with the leader.
He's going to have my tail.
I'll tell you what, that's just impatience right there at a short track. Got to get going.
I don't blame him. It's a short track. It's a short race.
Well, with him riding behind John Barry right there, it was slowing him up enough that Justin Lisenby was starting to close back up on him.
But now look at this heavy lap traffic in front of Scott Ramler. Now, if John Barry wasn't a problem, look at this in front of him.
Yep, Taylor Fry and the Skittles machine, he's going to go a lap down. Running at 18th. Next up is going to be Elijah Gracia. Elijah's going to be the next one to go a lap down.
Just want to clarify, everybody in chat, the Meatball Flag does not really exist. That's what North calls it. Okay? I just want to point that out.
That's just for us.
Well, they throw up a flag that actually looks like it has a meatball on it. That's why I guess we've always called it a meatball flag.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like a black and orange circle, meaning that you must pit, okay? You must pit because you've got a tire down or too much damage or your engine's about ready to let go or something, you know, you've got to pit.
Colloquially known as the too much damage flag.
Right.
Oh my goodness, look at this lap traffic Scott Ramler has caught. I mean,
it's becoming a handful, man.
I know it. Look at him. He's all over the back of Tony Hobart. He's like, please, guys.
Man, if you show me a screenshot of this right now,
contact!
Contact on the 9.
Oh, nice save by Tony Hillbrands.
Wow,
that
was
if you
crazy.
show me a screenshot of this right now, I think he's in the back of a pack somewhere, not leading this race.
No.
He's in the thick of it.
How about look right up ahead? That's Benjamin Nelson about to go lap down. How many times do you see that?
You never do.
Never. This race is throwing him a little curveball.
Sure is. Yes, sir. He's riding in 15th right now. We're going to see a lot of cars laps down. And you know, Rambler come into tonight 15th in the points. If he wins this stage, that's 10 extra points on the board for him. So
what's even better, if he wins the race too, he's into the playoffs.
Yep.
Cody Miller's going to try to pass him right back. He doesn't want to get a lap down so early.
No, because you can't get those laps back. I mean, it's pretty much almost impossible. But
no pitting a race. You want to stay on that lead lap.
Yep. I can't believe these guys are still doing this, man. You know what we were. Oh man!
He's getting loose.
Gosh,
he's gonna dirt track it.
He's going to hold on to it out of
And Lisenby's going to take the lead back.
I'm telling you that the lap traffic is breaking up Rambler's momentum. Oh, and Jared Darling got sideways.
Can you believe the action we're seeing now as the lap traffic has
look at
caught
Scott.
up to him?
He's like, I want this lead back.
Yeah, he's driving the wheels off of that right now. He wants to get back up there in front of Lisenby. But Lisenby's probably glad he got the lead back right now because with them lap traffic, he can play that lap traffic as much as he needs to hold on to that lead.
Well, it's 13 laps to go before the end of the stage, so Lisenby's in a good spot, but I still feel Rambler's still a little bit quicker now. I don't know what Rambler's tires are at now after that slide, but man, that could have been a lot worse.
I'll tell you, Cody Miller's doing a heck of a job there. He's just everything he's got to stay ahead of the leader right now.
Well, we know with Cody Miller, it's going to be tough to pass. He's a guy that it's going to be hard to pass.
Yep. Elijah Gracia got back on the lead lap. So they're just waiting, boy, I'll tell you, patiently waiting. Just a few more laps to go here.
Yeah, Cody's that last guy. It's still on the lead lap. You know he wants to hold on to this if he can, but Justin Liza getting on that inside. Try to take it away.
Yeah, Justin doesn't need to be quite so aggressive right now because Rambler kind of backed off a little bit. But the thing of it is Rambler may have backed off enough to cool them tires off to make another run at him.
Second and third positions of Rambler and Darling are still together without any lap traffic.
Well, I'd like
catch up.
Go ahead.
No, I was done.
Well, I'd like to say hello to everybody out there. Skittles, let's see, NASCAR Exalta Cup Series. We got Jaguar, Titana. I'm not sure how you want me to say that, but out there. So
I want to say hi to Eric Keplinger if he's still there in the chat, and Mikey. He'll know what it means.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, he wants to get around Cody Miller. Cody Miller just ain't going to give it to him. Wow.
They're going to be doing it here.
5 to go here.
They want that stage win.
5 to go. Cody's just
Cody
saying.
Wants to keep his lap.
Yeah, he's saying, come on, 5 more laps. I can hold him out for 5 more.
Oh, my gosh.
He's not going to do it.
Gracia there in front of him.
Yep.
Oh, man, just like me.
Oh, contact! Rambler! And that brings out the cautions. Cody Miller's he's not going to be happy about that, I can tell you that.
Okay,
Tempers are going to flare on that one, folks.
Okay, word is this is the end of the stage, so Justin Lizaby will get the stage win.
Okay.
Yeah, it may be time to mute the driver chat because I think Tempers are about to go up the roof.
Well, I don't have them on. Probably a good thing.
Yes, sir.
I know Cody does, he was racing hard right there, and I might have just got a little bit over aggressive on him, but he just drove right into the back of Cody. And Cody did a pretty good job. It almost looked like he had it saved there for a minute.
Well, congratulations to Justin Lizenby for winning that stage there. He is your pole sitter. So in Kevin Harvick fashion, he will be dominating so far here in this race.
Yes, sir. Very good. Very good. Well, I don't know. We got a quick second here if you wanted to really quick talk to a driver. I mean, it's going to have to be quick, Joseph.
Yeah, let's get Lizaby in here. Justin Lizaby, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, congrats on the stage win. It looked like it was going to be Scott Rambler for a while until he really got loose. How's the truck out there, especially in the traffic?
It's relatively loose. You can't pit this race. I'm just trying to save tires as much as I can. And Scott passed me. I just kind of let him go and kind of hoping he's burning stuff off. As I could tell he's pushing a bit harder than I was. And I don't really know what happened to him. I feel like that was contact with the lap car that just kind of let me by. And, the lap cars, they're really racing us hard because, again, we can't pit, so it's only one person can get the lap back. And it's a little annoying, but I guess it worked out in my favor.
All right, sounds good, man. Well, congrats on the stage win. Maybe we'll talk to you in victory lane tonight after the race. So best of luck to you out there.
Yep, thank you, Joe.
Congrats to Justin Lizenby for winning the first stage, 10 bonus points. And Rambler will get 9 bonus points. All right, they're doubling up here, guys.
Yep, about to get back to the restart here. The second stage now, the final stage, the checkered flag. And here we go. And the green flag is back in the air, and Justin Lizenby is taking off. I want to give a huge shout out to these drivers. These drivers are doing a very good job getting around this racetrack. We haven't seen a lot of cautions yet tonight. It might happen yet, but they're doing a very good job.
I agree. Knock on wood here, but they have been on their best behavior compared to our expectations.
We got the battle for the 4th spot. It looked like Andrew Cardinelli underneath Terrell Baker. And I tell you what, Terrell's just too loose off the corner. We've seen that so many times. So Andrew up to 4th. Here comes Nicholas Carresso for the 5th spot now.
yeah, I plan to start seeing guys get loose a lot more often here, as the tires are definitely have to be out of shape here after 100 laps.
Well, it's dark on the racetrack. The lights are out. That means more fireworks are going to pick up here.
Hey, Anthony Emery's back in it.
Oh, man, Terrell Baker. Oh, geez. Okay. Anthony Emery, yeah. He's about to get by Terrell Baker. That is for the 6th spot, and he does. Oh, and it went up the racetrack there.
Oh, Chuck Sweeting loose.
Oh.
They're going to go 3 wide. Somebody, Anthony Emery gets spun around.
On Anthony Emery.
I think there was some unintentional contact there between him and Sean Williams, I think.
Anthony Emery got loose off turn 2, and that created that chain reaction deal.
I'll have to go back and take a look at that. Almost 3 wide if Anthony Emery was a little bit behind to be to the door of Sean Williams. But, yep, Sean Williams looked like he made the contact there.
Oh, yeah, Anthony was really loose right there, I see. And then once he got it going again, Sean Williams was there. They were going almost 3 wide. Yeah, I think he was just trying to give Chuck Sweeting room on the bottom and just unintentionally got into the back of Anthony Emery.
Even Chuck Sweeting got loose off turn 2, and that's what really got them 3 wide as well. So, yeah, that was just wrong place, wrong time. Just, yeah. Well, Cody Miller's going to get the lucky dog here. He's getting his lap back now.
Very good, very good.
All right, yeah, that's good for him. Because he was so close to getting it back.
Hey, Darcy.
First stage ended.
Darcy and Noah. All right, very good.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah, John, can see John Malakut in there. Very cool.
Sure to hit that like button on this video, guys.
Very cool, Darcy. Very cool. Unsolved, how you doing?
Well, they got the... They're going to get the one to go signal here next time around.
Yeah, guys, definitely aggressive did go around, and I'm sure that's not the last of it tonight, as we're now under the lights and very heavy tire wear.
By the way, when Cody Miller was getting his lap back, he rubbed against Scott Ramler just a little bit, so I wonder that contact between him and Ramler, you know, peppers flaring, boys. Here we go. Back in the green.
A huge jump by Justin Lisaby once again. Going to clear Scott Ramler.
Hey, what? Jared Darling doing a heck of a job, and so is Andrew Cardinelli.
Yeah, I thought Andrew Cardinelli was going to get the run off turn number 2, but he got a little bit loose. He had to get out of the gas. And now
Terrell Baker
is
fighting for the 4th spot.
And Will Klein now breaks into the top 6.
Hey, welcome, Will Klein.
Yeah, Will Klein, last week's winner at Chicagoland, got some confidence, got some momentum for tonight's race up to the 6th spot. Got a little bit tight off the corner, had to get out of the gas, and Nicholas Carresso there, but doing a good. Will Klein doing a very good job from the 12th spot where he qualified, I should say.
See just how close he is there with Nicholas Carresso. Oh my
Nicholas.
gosh!
Yeah. They're 2 by 2.
Whoa!
Going into 1 here. I got 4 cars: Nicholas Corcel, Malad Radman, Chuck Sweeting, and Benjamin Nelson. Oh, Benjamin Nelson's actually behind them.
Oh, yeah, Malad Radman finally breaking into the top 10 after starting 22nd.
Yep, long time no see. That may have been a strategy move to stay in the back.
How about Malad Radman riding in the 9th spot? Started 22nd up to 9th. He's been slowly
We were just talking about him. Where were you at?
You know, whatever.
Oh, welcome to the chat.
Oh, behind them, Josh Robbins sideways. Oh, I thought Josh Robbins was going around, to be honest with you.
Sorry, we were just talking about him, though. And did you come in? Hey, how about Milad Radman?
I was on mute there for a minute.
That was funny. Joseph?
I'm here.
Yeah,
Well, you didn't think it was funny, though, huh? Okay.
Hey, while we've been sleeping, guys.
The chat got excited, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
While we've been sleeping, guys, take a look at how far Justin Lisenby has extended that lead.
Wow, I did not notice.
Yeah,
pulled
man,
out
he's
that
gone.
far.
And
Oh, no!
22
Scott
getting
Rambler.
loose, 57 as well. They'll both save it. Well,
Oh, wow.
Jared Darling hard into the wall.
yeah, they'll both save it, but Jared Darling, like you said, hard into that wall out of 2.
And Cardinelli now may take over the 3rd spot with Jared Darling on the outside. Will Klein sitting there in 5th.
Well, that just made Justin Lisenby pull away even more.
Yeah, the more the merrier for Justin Lisenby here.
Here comes Will Klein for the 4th spot.
Joseph, let me ask you, how tired are these boys going to be when they're done tonight?
I guarantee you after this race tonight, they're going to go right to bed.
I'm telling you, man.
You gotta take a chill pill.
Well, you're going to be white-knuckling it from the first lap to the last lap, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. It's a track like this, absolutely. Terrell Baker, he's falling back right
Yeah,
now.
he is.
He's now about to be outside the top 10. So
I'm
obviously,
surprised at that.
well, that truck's been very loose for the most part tonight. I don't think he could get that truck off the corners as good as these other guys, so that's probably why he's falling back too.
Yeah, Joe, he also has a lot of rear end damage on that truck, so it's understandable why he's falling back.
Well, I don't think that's what's affecting him, but I guarantee he's been making those tires pretty hot too, and just that's why the truck's probably getting loose. So, but yeah, he's just dropping back right now. So maybe hopefully he can still get a top 10 finish tonight.
Putting those tires to work tonight.
Right now aboard Terrell right now. When he is turning that wheel a ton just to make the corners. That just means he's burning them tires right off of it.
Yeah, it sounds like someone didn't save in the early going on tire wear.
Is it really saving any stuff here at this racetrack though?
I don't think anybody's saving anything. I think everybody's just they're just going as fast as they can possibly go around this track. But I was just on board here with Anthony Emery. He is not turning his wheel nowhere near as much as Terrell Baker was. Terrell loose again. Wow. And here goes. Oh, they're going to go side by side.
Let Emery go.
Yep. That's the best thing for him right there.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the juice to pass him. I think it's best to just maintain your position at this point.
Well, what do you think you're, William, with Scott Rambler now over 2 seconds behind the leader, Justin Lisenby, when we know he was so much faster at the beginning of the run?
Oh, sorry there. I thought just Jared Darling's trying to make a move on Andrew Cardinelli. I thought those two were going to get together there. It was pretty close.
But yeah, Rudy, early in this race, Scott Rambler, he got around Justin Lisenby, and that seemed to be just what he needed because he just found the speed out of nowhere to pull away for a while. And now we're at the opposite end of the spectrum, and Justin Lisenby's pulled off at a much bigger gap than Scott ever did. So, again, it might be an issue of tire wear.
Well, but remember, Rambler and Cardinelli got together a few laps ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, that made that gap even bigger. Man, did Jared Darling get sideways off turn number 2 there? And look at that, up to the outside, Will Klein for the 4th spot.
Yeah, Jared Darling's just going to follow close behind on Will Klein. I thought he was going to challenge there, but he didn't get the bumper up close enough. But if Will Klein opens that door up any, you expect Jared to go through the inside.
Chuck Sween just shot out of a cannon on that
know
outside to pass Nicholas Carresso. That was a power move there.
That was. He's found something on that high side because I've been watching Chuck. He's been doing a lot of moves on that outside. If you notice, he's running about one groove up off the bottom more than anybody else.
Yeah, like on the entry, that entire corner, he's riding one lane higher than everybody else. So he's found some grip up there. So look, and he's got looked like he had a little bit of a run on Jared Darling coming off the corner, but they were just about even. But yeah, you see, he just gains on Jared Darling. So we're going to see Chuck Sween back into the top 5 pretty shortly.
Well, if you noticed right there, Jared Darling's moved up to his lane now, and that helped Jared stay ahead of him.
Yeah, because that's dirty air now on Chuck Sweeting.
Yeah. And it I think Jared was watching in his rearview mirror there, and he'd seen that line Chuck was running, and he said, hey, working for him, let me try it up there. So he's tried it now, and I think maybe he might like it. Gressel. I think he used a lot of his tires to get up to 7th place after starting 16th, and he's struggling to hang on to 7th right now.
Yeah, he is. Long run, and it depends on how you run your tires, but still a good run for him regardless. Could come out here with a top 10 finish. Started 16th up to 7th. Doing a very good job so far. Oh, man! Jared Darling got really tight off turn number 2, and did Chuck Sween just knock the daylights out of him off the corner. They both keep going, but man, that could have been big.
Well, now I got a question here now. If John said that they could run about 180 laps, have we had enough cautions here to afford these guys to save enough fuel to make it the whole way?
That's a
good question. Maybe John Barry thought that this was going to be a lot of cautions, but these drivers are doing a very good job tonight just getting around this racetrack for the most part. But you are absolutely right. So this is going to be interesting. They may not have a choice, but do come down pit road.
And I wonder what they'll do about that, because the rule is can't come down pit road.
Oh, and look at this battle for 3rd. Will Klein just hit the door on Andrew Cardinelli. Will Klein up to 3rd. I don't think Andrew is happy about that.
Not at all.
But you saw Andrew, that kind of screwed him up. I think his more priority was retaliation right there, but he got really loose going into 1, and he is still loose. I don't think Andrew Cardinelli appreciated that.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Will was a little rough on him there.
It's getting down to the end. The patients are going to start wearing off each lap. How about Will Klein, though, doing a very good job. 3rd place, got that win last week at Chicagoland, ended his long winless streak after 4 seasons. He started 12th up to 3rd. He's got a fast truck.
Yeah, he moved up 12 spots in points after that win at Chicagoland. So really good on him. Also snapping that winless streak.
Well, again, we're back to Cody Miller, last one on the lead lap, guys. And he's getting passed up right now by the leader, Justin Lisenby.
Yeah, he is. Just back a lap down. And I tell you, Justin Lisenby, he's found something in the long run. He's found more speed, because now he's opened it up to a 3.1 second lead. So he's obviously got a truck. If it goes his favor, he's going to be our winner tonight.
Don Barry is a lap down.
Yeah, we'll see what this lap traffic does with Justin Lisenby. Once again, we saw how it worked out before the first stage.
All right, Lisenby,
the lap traffic started getting around him.
3.3 seconds behind Lisenby now. Holy smoke.
And what's going to be good for Lisenby, too, catching this soon to catch this big group of traffic here, is that he's got that big of a lead where he's not going to have too much pressure on 2nd place like Scott Ramler did before the stage ended. So Lisenby's going to have it a little bit easier than what Scott Ramler had.
Yeah, it definitely takes a load off whenever you're able to look in that relative bar and see that they're not as far back, that they're a lot more far back than you think they are. Gives you some breathing room.
Oh, wow, Barry.
John Barry's doing so hard to try to get away from Justin Lisenby, and man, there's just nowhere for him to go right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight it.
Well, next one up is going to be Nick Mullinex, about to go a lap down. Mucinex.
Look who's right ahead of him, though. Terrell Baker, a couple trucks ahead. I mean, remember, we saw Terrell Baker running in the top 5 a little while ago, and he's almost about to go a lap down.
Yeah, that must have been that trouble you were talking about earlier, Joe. Yeah.
Man, I tell you, Justin Lisby is trying to figure out how to get around the traffic right now.
Well, Mucinex just got around Terrell Baker. Now Terrell he's got a mirror full of the leader and Elijah Gracia. Elijah wants that position, even though they are a lap down. Wow, Terrell Baker really loose.
Yeah, you better bet all these
and here
guys are
comes.
a lap down.
Yep, here he comes.
They don't care if they're a lap down. They'll still race to the very end.
You know what still impresses me is that Justin Lisby is trying to get around this traffic, and yet he's still pulling away from Scott Ramler.
Yep.
So it doesn't look like the traffic is affecting him at all.
Well, it kind of makes you wonder if Rambler could be saving a little fuel, maybe.
Could be, maybe, because now
they still got 60 to go.
Yeah, you might think that John Barry's thinking, you know what, we should have done pit stops.
Yeah, one pit stop.
I don't think he expected this many green flag laps tonight.
Yeah, I think just now the idea may be dawning on him that maybe we should add some pit stops in there.
Well, he should have probably let him pit, like, on the stage. I know he said that, a lot of people would go a lap down, but if everybody pitted, nobody would be a lap down.
Absolutely. I think Will Klein's also saving some a little bit too, because he's dropped back a lot too. So the driver, it doesn't look like Lisby is saving at all. Unless, like I said, Scott Ramley and Will Klein's doing a little extra, because Lisby's just been pulling away.
He's out there 4.5 seconds ahead of Ramler now. But even though he's in a lot of lap traffic, still pulling away. That's amazing.
Yeah, this traffic is not bothering him at all, Rudy. It's really impressive to see how far he's just blasted away from Scott Ramler. Scott Ramler pulling up on.
When we talked to Justin, though, he had a lot of confidence in his voice. I don't know if you guys caught that too.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't really hear it in his voice.
Well, he just sounded so calm about it. He said, yeah, Scott Ramler was battling with me, and he wasn't like too concerned at all. It was like, yeah, that's no big deal.
That's what I love about the guys in these leagues. Like, even when they win, they get a podium finish, and you come to interview them, they just, they're just down normal. Like, it's nothing much to them,
Yep.
How about Josh Robin going a lap down now? A couple weeks ago, got that big win at Pocono.
I know it.
Now just sitting in the 14th spot, lap down now. He's made it into the playoffs. Not too concerned about that right now, but I don't think he still wants to go the lap down.
And Mucinex is still hanging on to that lead lap, man. That is amazing how he's been able to stay ahead of the leader like that, even passing up Josh Robin to get that position. So, old Mucinex, he's picked up 4 positions, but just barely ahead of the leader. Almost contact with Justin Lisby there.
Well, yeah, Rudy, I think it's coming up here soon that Lisenby will be looking to pass. He's flirting more and more with that back bumper.
Well, we got 50 laps to go, so 50 more laps. If this stays green, we're going to be here for another at least 15, 20 minutes until the checkered flag. But these guys are just doing a very good job getting around this racetrack tonight. Because I expected worse, but man, because we've seen past races with the North Series how these short tracks have been horrific. But tonight has been really good.
I'm telling you, I'm impressed with these guys. I'll tell you what, I'm going to say this, I don't care. John Barry needs to be proud of these guys right here for running like this. This is pretty amazing.
Well, it's basically a dream come true for the league owner to have a good short track race like this, because we know the past few short track races have been a mess, but he's got to applaud these guys tonight as well.
With the number of cautions we've had, these guys are racing like they're in Road to Pro. I mean, just class driving here.
Well, Will Klein did get around Scott Ramler, so he goes into second now. Awesome job by Will Klein, backing up last
second.
week's win.
Either that or Scott Ramler saving a little more. Who knows? But
yeah.
should that be concerning for him, though, that Will Klein just got by him? I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
His next culprit, Justin Lisaby's next culprit, will probably be the 89 there of Sean Williams.
Sean tied for second in points. The one that's not going to run that well tonight here, not going to get a lot of good points, is John Barry, which was tied with Sean for second in points. But so in John's way back in 19th, 2 laps down.
Well, what about our points leader, Zoltan Hertzik? He's not even in this race tonight.
I know it.
You know, this opportunity, when you're leading points and you miss a race, you just leave room for everybody to get around you.
Sure. Well, next one up here is going to be Aaron Smith. Aaron running in 11th spot. So that, if he can get by him, that's only going to lead 10 guys on the lead lap. And look at this Nicholas Carresso. We seen the guy that was chopping the field down. Man, look at this. I think he burned his tires up.
Yeah, he's about to lose that top 10 spot to Aaron Smith right now.
And, you know, it's just hard to drive whenever you know your tires are worn. It's hard to see guys pass you. You hate it when it happens, but you know it's the inevitable thing that results of worn tires.
Nicholas Carresso goes a lap down.
One by one, Justin Lisaby's picking him off. No trouble for him as he still seems to be gaining speed. Distance away from second place of Will Klein.
5.5 seconds now.
Impressive, man.
I know it. I am super stoked about this, man. And then Ramler, quite a ways behind Will Klein now.
Yeah, just about almost a second and a half back.
Here, Darling 4th, Chuck Sweeting in 5th. He's still trying to figure out a way to get around Jared Darling. Those two battled it up there quite a bit. I've seen Chuck go to the high side and get around Jared Darling, but and now Jared's hugging that bottom again.
Tell you what, Benjamin Nelson was not too far from getting lapped, and all of a sudden he's pulled away, running in that 9th spot.
Yeah, he's got himself pulled back away. Aaron Smith is still hanging on to the lead lap, man. I can't believe he's doing that.
But you know, you don't usually see Benjamin Nelson run that far back either.
No.
Just and consistently in one race too.
Well, he's good at tracks a mile and over, but you know, when you throw somebody that's an excellent racer like that and running for pro like that too, you know, you throw them on a short track like this here, sometimes they may have a little bit of an issue with it. Might not be right in his wheelhouse, you know?
You're absolutely right.
Well, guys, Malad Radman's having a great race tonight. If you take it into perspective, he started in the back of the field tonight, about 22nd. Right now, he's running up in the top 10 in that P7 position.
Yeah, Radman Nation. I haven't seen Radman Nation in there tonight.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few at the beginning. Some hashtag Radman Nation there in the chat. He's got that Rainbow Warrior fire suit inside that Dan Lee tribute truck.
Got 30 laps to go this time by. Lisaby's still leading by just a little over 5 seconds over Will Klein. 5.3 at the line.
Well, looks like fuel's not going to be a problem, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I know what Lisaby don't want right now is a caution. He has such a good lead right now that a caution could ruin that for him.
Yep. You know, and everybody's so spread out around the track right now that, you know, we may not see a caution for the rest of the race.
Yeah, a caution would be bad for Justin Lisaby, but I tell you what, it'd be good for this excitement of this race.
It will be good for the other drivers. That
yeah, and for everybody else behind him, that's for sure.
It's kind of a good thing that we haven't had a lot of cautions tonight because of that. You know, when you start heat cycling the tires on these cars, they do not take well to that heat cycling. You know, they get hot and then cold and then hot and then cold and then hot and then cold. After about 4 or 5 times of that, you know, you're taking a chance and it could blow the tires. Well, John Barry trying to pass up Scott Rambler. Not a battle for position, but John Barry does get by Rambler. So he may have been saving tires for a while and trying to run these leaders down maybe.
I tell you what, I can't believe we're already past lap 200. I'm amazed how fast this race is going.
I know it. This has been pretty wild. Take a look at the cautions here. We've had 5 cautions tonight, and you wouldn't know it.
No, not at all.
Not at this racetrack.
Man, I feel like I just sat down, guys.
No kidding.
Now it's almost over.
Well, when you figure they're running 14.5-second laps or 15-second laps. Oh, wow. That's getting it.
You blink and you're done at this track.
I've only been live for an hour and 17 minutes. And you figure about 12 minutes of that was my pre-roll. So they've been racing about maybe an hour.
Yeah, just about an hour, yeah.
Because, you know, figure qualifying and then the green flag, they took the green flag just about an hour ago.
Yeah, now, look at that. 6.5-second lead now Liza has. I wonder if Will Klein is now saving some.
I don't know, but it's 20 to go.
I really don't know if the fuel, fuel right now.
You can't save.
Yeah, if there's no caution, I think the only thing Will Klein's looking forward to is just the caution.
Wow, we almost had one just right. Oh, no, here we go. Anthony Emery around, and that's going to bring out the caution.
Well, there you go. Man.
Oh, man, Anthony Emery got really sideways off the corner, and, man, almost collected Benjamin Nelson.
Let's go back and take a look at this.
I'm sorry, Justin Lizaby, call it broadcaster's curse.
And, you know, Lizaby was right behind that, too. That probably was a nightmare for Lizaby to see.
Oh, man, yeah, I'm sure.
It was right in front of him.
Oh, wow, he caught that. He caught the apron there, guys.
He did.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, you know what? Ben Nelson did get a piece of that. He got a tiny bit of the corner there. But, man, good job saving it for where the heck is he? Ben Nelson, there he is.
Man, that was right in front of Lizaby. He knew that caution was going to come out. Once he saw that truck sideways, he's thinking, "Oh no, are you kidding me?"
Yeah, you knew he was thinking all of his stars after that, because all the action was right in front of him. He was thinking he's got to be involved.
Guys, he had an 8-second lead.
It's all gone. It's all gone now, Joseph.
Uh-oh, somebody's coming to pit road there. The number 19, Caden Henry.
That's Caden Henry.
Well, he's
2 laps down.
Yeah, that's a forfeit. He's just calling it.
Yeah, he started way late. He's 102 laps down. Yeah, he started way late.
Well, guys, this changes everything.
It sure does.
Lizaby hasn't got a win yet this season. He wants to get that first win this season, get him locked into the playoffs. But now, I would watch out for Will Klein now.
Yep.
He's had a fast truck, even though he was nowhere near Lizaby. He's shown some speed, so it's gonna be interesting to see on this restart. But also, might see a lot of chaos now.
Well, you can bet Justin Lizaby's going to just, as soon as that pace car dives to pit road, he's going to be right on the loud pedal.
Well, Rudy, he's had a lot of good loud pedal restarts on this race so far. About 2 or 3 where he's just blown by him once they got to the back straightaway. But I don't know, he's got Will Klein right next to him.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
Hey, Rusty Wallace, nice to see you in the chat, man. And yes, implications sure are at stake here with the North Truck Series.
Well, it's going to be 12 laps to go on this restart, guys. This is going to get insane now. Can Lizaby pull away, or will Klein pounce, or will it be somebody else? Here we go. 12 laps to go here in Southern National. The green flag is back in the air. Whoa!
The 57 of Scott Rambler fell back there almost immediately.
And Barad gets it to him. They're both around.
Oh, my God.
Chuck Sweeting around.
My, caution again.
Yep. Chuck Sweeting goes around. I'm trying to catch up with him here because, man, everybody's Yep, and that brings out we knew this was going to happen, though, guys.
And you know what? That all got started when Scott Rambler just did not get going. Probably missed the shift on the restart. And, man, poor Chuck Sweeting had a great run tonight, running in the top 5. All of a sudden, he's crashed.
Yeah, that was 3 wide with Malad Radman going into turn 1, and...
Oh, he just drove it right into the side of Scott Rambler.
I don't think he was thinking about him being, the 57 being on his outside, and he just plowed right into him there. Taking out the 7 as well. Chuck Sweeting.
Yeah, poor Chuck.
What a shame.
I know, he was running so excellent tonight.
He was on the outside. He had nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with that. Just
always seems like it's the innocent guy that gets taken out like that.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes here in racing.
Well, Josh Robin gets a wave by, so he'll be back on the tail end of the lead lap in 10th place here.
Well, this sets up another restart for Jess Livesby and probably for Will Klein as well. Maybe Jared Darling. How about Benjamin Nelson all of a sudden in 4th? Where did he come from?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he's on the lead lap.
No kidding. I mean, can you imagine if he somehow pulled off a win?
Oh, man, talk about an upset.
Oh, Scott Rambler coming down pit road. That's too bad.
Oh, no. Yeah, when he fell back there on that restart, that might have been a lot of damage. He might have to park it for tonight. He was one of our other only leaders for tonight's race, so tough luck.
It's going to be 6 laps to go when they get back to the restart. Now, if a caution comes out before the 5 lap to go mark, they'll get a 1-lap shootout.
And that would be terrifying. Lights are out on the pace car now. So they're giving them 1 to go here before the restart.
All right, well, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We appreciate that very much. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here. We're about to go back green, and there we go. Green.
Justin Livesby with another excellent restart. Will Klein stuck on there on the outside.
They got back going. Just Livesby with a great restart. How about side-by-side for the 2nd spot?
He's going to pull it. They're going to be all jumbled back there.
Oh, no, and Andrew Cardinelli around. And there it is. That's the end of the race right there.
That is the race. They were going 3 wide there, guys. If you noticed that, that was pretty intense.
Yep.
Oh, man.
That was just antsy guys being tired of being in the back there. They got jumbled up 3 by 3.
I'm on Cardinelli here right now. Let's see what happens. Malad Radman on the outside. Yeah, right there. Jared Darling and Will Klein got together, and that kind of stacked them up here, and it looked like Andrew might have misread that. It might have hit the brakes a little too hard and locked him up and spun himself around. So
yeah, Cardinelli just got spun around, facing the wrong way.
And he's on pit road, so that gives his night up right there.
That's too bad. He was having a good run tonight as well.
Excellent run.
Everybody's night's up now. The race is over.
Yep, race will be over. So Justin Lisenby going to come home with a win. Will Klein 2nd, and Jared Darling 3rd. Nice.
Man, what a race tonight, guys! I'm glad I was called to show up, man.
I'm telling you, that was probably a lot cleaner than I expected out of this race.
Oh, no question.
This race, John Barry's had to be proud for these guys on how they ran tonight, because that was amazing.
8 cautions in 225 laps.
Yeah, the way you guys were describing this league to me with this track, I was thinking the numbers were going to be a lot higher than that.
Oh, but like at a 0.4 racetrack, that's only 8 cautions and 225 laps. Very impressive. Well, how about also on board on Justin Livesby's car, Lombard Bros Gaming on his truck?
Yeah.
So we're
Sponsor taking the win.
Lombard Bros Gaming, myself,
nice job, Joseph.
Going to victory lane for the first time this season. So that's pretty cool there.
I guess we'll have to let you go so you can go over to Victory Lane as the sponsor representative.
Got to do the hat dance. Well, congrats to Justin Livesby.
Yeah, good job with you guys. Lombard Bros Gaming.
How about Will Klein? Backed it up with a win last week. 2nd place tonight.
All right, guys. Well, we'll get these guys up here in just a minute. Hang on, and we'll talk to these top three.
All right, Justin Lisby with the win tonight here at Southern National Motorsports Park. Justin, you dominated this race tonight, winning the stage, and you just took off for most of that second stage. How was the race out there for you tonight overall?
It was really fun. I like the concept of having to take no tires. It just makes the racing to me a lot better and pulls in a lot more strategy. So, the first half for the stage, I was trying to save a lot, and saw Scott just be a lot faster. I mean, once we got the stage, I started pushing a lot harder, and I guess I saved him better than I even thought I did. I just started pulling off a lot more than I thought.
Well, next week you guys are going to the Monster Mile at Dover. What's your expectations over there?
Hopefully good. I like Dover. It's one of my better tracks, so hopefully we'll do well. Maybe go 2 in a row, but I doubt it. But we'll try.
Well, you were in a lot of heavy traffic throughout that race. Did that play a challenge for you tonight?
Yeah, for sure it did. It was frankly quite frustrating just because I knew that I had speed, but then I get to the back bumpers of these guys and they just wouldn't let me go, just mainly because only one person gets the lap back per caution with not pitting, and so they're all racing me really hard. It's just really hard to pass them, and it felt like I was giving up a lot of time, but they're treating Scott the same way, so it kind of just evened out.
All right, sounds good. Well, congrats on the win tonight here at congrats on the win tonight here at Southern National. You led 189 laps tonight out of 225. That's very impressive tonight. Good job. Anybody you got to thank for this win tonight?
I'd like to thank John for putting on the league, you guys for broadcasting, all the guys over at Silman Crowder Racing and TCB Motorsports, and you, Joe, with Lombard Bros Gaming.
Yeah, I just, that was awesome. I knew Lombard Bros Gaming was on the truck tonight, but just to know that it's going to Victory Lane tonight, that's awesome. So, no, I'm very honored to have my company on your truck all season long, and would like to get some more wins this season. Got one now tonight and going to enjoy it. So, well, congrats on the win tonight, on a dominating performance here at Southern National, and best of luck to you next week at the Monster Mile. All right, thank you, Joe. William, you got Will Klein?
Yes, sir. Will Klein. This is William Crossan from the booth. I'm here with you get the win from Chicagoland last week, and then you get the runner-up position tonight here at Southern National. You moved up 12 points in the standings after Chicagoland. Not exactly the turnout you were looking for tonight, but how was it out there, man?
It was definitely fun. I was doing a similar thing to Justin and saving my stuff in the first half of the race, although I was doing it a bit more than he was because he was still up in the top 5 contending. I was all the way in the back, but as soon as the stage hit, I thought it was a good time to get some track position and just slowly push the effort level up. And while I didn't get first, I didn't really get a chance to race Justin at the end with that long green flag run. I'm happy with second.
Yeah, well, you started from you were starting from the back almost, and made your way up there. How were you able to save the tires?
Just not use as much effort on the throttle and brakes, as the least amount of steering input that I could put in while making the corners. Not that bad. It's not that hard.
Well, congratulations tonight. Next week you head over to Dover. Are you a fan of the concrete mile?
Maybe. I don't know if I'll race next week, but I do like going to the track in real life. It is fun.
Yeah, all right. We had some guys drop out on tonight's race as well. So enjoy your off week. And is there anybody you'd like to thank out there?
I'd like to thank John for putting the league, the broadcasters, and obviously Team T-Speed for putting out another strong performance tonight, 1-2.
All right, Will Klein, thank you. Finishes tonight at Southern National in P2. Rudy?
All right, Jared Darnley, third place tonight. Good run out there. Tell me about your race overall.
Yeah, I'm really happy actually. It's been a terrible season for me so far to start and to get a top 3 tonight, and I ran basically top 5 all night. For just buying the track today is and never being on it and then getting down here. This track was really fun. I really enjoyed running the race here tonight, and it was a lot cleaner than I expected. The end kind of got a little crazy there. I was trying really hard to get second there, and we kind of got a little together and got a little loose there, and still hung on for third. But I'm very happy actually, because like I said, it's just been a really rough season, so it's nice to get a good finish finally.
All right, well, next week you guys are heading to the Monster Mile. What's your expectations over there?
Usually that is not one of my better tracks, so I'm not really looking forward to it, to be honest. So I don't really know, actually. I mean, I'll be there racing, of course, but hopefully we can figure the track out and maybe things kind of go my way a little bit and get a decent run.
Good job on the third place tonight here at the at Southern Nationals. Anybody you got to thank for your third place?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for broadcasting and everybody in the chat out here watching that tunes in every week, and anybody that cheers me on. I really appreciate it. Thank you for spending your Tuesdays watching us out here drive, and shout out to John for running this awesome league, and Iowa Corn Motorsports, Spencer, Josh Robin looks like he had a decent finish, John Barry, and yeah, that's about it. We'll see you next week at Dover.
All right, take care, man. We'll see you next week at the Monster Mile. See what you can do over there.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is the end of the Southern National race here. I guess we could take a look at the race results here with Justin Liseby pulled off a dominating win tonight, 189 laps led tonight. That's a very impressive there. Will Klein, another great finish this week, win last week, second place this week. He will end up second. Jared Darling will finish third. Benjamin Nelson was not running in the top 10 at all night long. All of a sudden, towards the end of the race, he picks up a fourth place finish. Balad Radman, probably the biggest mover of the night, started 22nd. Will end up with a top 5 finish. Aaron Smith, 6th. Chuck Swing had a good run tonight, finishes 7th. Josh Robin finishes 8th. Nick Mucinex will finish 9th. He's the last car that finished on the lead lap. And Sean Williams will round out the top 10. I would assume he would take over the points lead after tonight's race. William, you got the rest of the results?
Yeah, Elijah Garcia, with the rest of these guys being laps down, Elijah Garcia finishing in 11th. Scott Ramler had a very unfortunate night, led about second most laps, but then had that trouble, finishes 12th. Cody Miller finishes 13th. Tyrell Baker finishes in your 14th spot. Taylor Frey will end up in 15th. John Barry will end 16th. Nicholas Corcel will finish 17th, 2 laps down. And then Andrew Cardinelli will finish 18th, 4 laps down. Anthony Emery will finish 19th. Cardin Henry Oaks will finish 20th. Tony Hildebrands 21st. Tom Mercier will finish 22nd, and rounding out your field, James Koulibaly will finish 23rd.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching tonight. And William, Joseph, great job. Excellent race out there, man. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to see what these guys do next week at Dover. But thanks for watching tonight, folks. Make sure you hit that like button and thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Please subscribe if it's your first time here. You can check out our full schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com. Also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. And I'd like to give a special shout out to our our official sponsor here, the Ohio IndyCar League, jumping on board as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. So thanks to all them guys at Ohio IndyCar League. All right, folks, that'll wrap it up for us tonight. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe and have a good night.